Welcome to Niš Serbia. We travel the world full time, and in our visit to Serbia this summer, we regretted not stopping in Niš. We decided to pop back to Serbia while we were still in the region to check it out in the fall. In this video, we explore the Niš Fortress, wander the local city market, and eat amazing pljeskavica, and then we'll take you for a walk around the busy pedestrian zone. Welcome to the banks of the Sava River. Today, we're in Niš in southern Serbia. We've been here a couple of days. Niš is the third largest city in country of Serbia with about 260,000 people. Sarah, what do you think so far of Niš?
So far it's been great. There's a bit of a Belgrade vibe about it, but on a much smaller scale.
Absolutely. We love Serbia. We've been to Belgrade. Today we're here. We came to see some friends. We're not doing a whole bunch of tourist stuff, but we will take you around and show you some things. The Sava River runs through the city. I must say, right now it's not a very impressive river, but I'm sure at other times of the year there's much more runoff and it would be really grand. You know, this year has been incredibly hot, drought conditions, the hottest the Balkans has ever experienced, and I'm sure that plays a role in what it looks like today. So Niš has a long storied history. It's worth looking up, but it is the birthplace of several Roman emperors. It's got a tremendous amount of history, as does the entire country. So we're going to take you to the fortress. You just cross the river from the promenade side of the city. We'll take you around, see what's there. We've never been there. Serbia has a lovely mixture of architecture, the old and the new. Niš is no exception. We'll show you some of that as well later. We'll go check out the map, see what's here. Niš Fortress. So this place is huge. It covers 22,000 hectares. That is absolutely massive. And this dates back to the 18th century. Okay, so we'll just have a poke around and see what's here.
It's a jazz museum.
Yeah, jazz museum. So one of the outstanding things when you come to Serbia, you'll always find in the pedestrian walkways, there's always musicians. And this is not something you find in other Balkan countries. There's really good musicians. I'm not just talking, you know, crummy street musicians. I'm talking high quality musicians, highly trained. It's wonderful to listen to. I wish I could record it and show it to you guys. So immediately while being inside the fortress here, I'm reminded of Kalemegdan in Belgrade, where, you know, the majority of the inside's been converted to kind of park space. It's a monument of cultural importance to the people of Serbia, and it's wonderful, a place to gather, hang out with families. Looks like there's some old walls here we can see. There's some interesting stonework here for sure. So inside here there's some definitely some old monuments. This one here is from 1877. This is the monument to Prince Milan Obrenović and the liberators of Niš. It represents a symbol of the fortress as a military facility. Interesting. As a park space, this is absolutely incredible. You know, in the summertime, if it was hot in Niš, you could come here, get some relief from the sun. There's beautiful trees, lots of shade. This doesn't get as hot as Belgrade in the summer. Belgrade gets hot. What did you think of the temperatures in Belgrade this summer, Sarah?
We were roasting in Belgrade when we were there. It was brutal.
That's right, absolutely crazy. Yeah, just the trees here. Absolutely gorgeous. There's lots of park benches, kids play areas. Oh wow, look what we got here. What have we got here?
Looks like we've got some old walls, an old church, and a lot of big letters.
Yes, we've got here some ancient walls from the inside of the fortress, as well as an old church. But then strangely enough, you have this massive sign, Nishville. Go have a look and see what we can see of this church here. Look at this green space. I wonder if they have outdoor things here. Maybe we'll come across an amphitheater or something. This is a great time of the year to come here. There's not many tourists. Strange, these giant letters. Like, what's the point of that? Sometimes strange stuff is done. Wow, look at this old church. We're assuming it's a church. Has to have been. To our surprise, this is actually a mosque, the Bali Bay Mosque, which is very interesting because you don't see much in the way of Muslim stuff. See if we can see inside here. I don't know. Probably just get a reflection off the glass. You can't go in. See if we can see anything. Yeah, it's a full mosque in there. Very interesting. That's really cool.
So apparently it was mentioned as early as 1521, and it was restored at some point.
There's always interesting stuff you come across. What have we got here? Let's see what this is. Lapidarium. Lapidarian in Niš, one of the oldest ancient monuments in Serbia, is a collection of stone monuments located on the central plateau of the Niš Fortress. Roman architecture monuments from 1887. Just really interesting. It's really neat to see the leaves turning and falling. Walking through them, the crunching, the rustling. What do we have here? You know, and unfortunately, like in so many places, you know, you have these beautiful old ruins, and what do people do? They just throw trash and shit on the ground. Beer cans, garbage. Just a large underground hiding area, I suppose. There's some light that comes to it through this entrance in the ground. We have seen similar things to this in other fortresses. Notice the delicate middle-aged woman walk there.
Hey, I resent that.
I was explaining earlier, and she didn't hear me, that we have to be careful now that we're getting a little older. We don't slip and fall and break a hip.
Jeez Louise.
Jeez Louise. All right. Let's keep going here. This here is the Historical Archives building. So one observation I have about Niš so far since being here compared to Belgrade is there's just not the graffiti that's in Belgrade. Belgrade is just completely littered with graffiti, but here not so much.
It's definitely feeling autumny.
Yeah, that's right, it's definitely fall. The trees are starting to turn. We're here, it's the first sort of, actually today's October, what is it today?
The 10th.
It's the 10th. Temperature now is in the low 20s. High supposed to be 27 degrees. But the trees are starting to turn. This beautiful color of yellow here. So this building here is where they stored gunpowder and ammunition. Pretty cool. So there's a whole bunch of university students here today with surveying equipment. They must be like surveying students, and they're going around making measurements. So that there was the original gate to get in from this side, but they've sort of redone it because they have roads in here now. Put in a modern gate. Just leads right down a road into a residential area, actually. Some artists have had some fun here, apparently. So essentially what you have is just a giant park with huge walking paths. There's the weather station for Niš is here. It's just a place where families come and spend time. It's nice. It's a nice big park, eh? What do you think?
Definitely worth a visit. Beautiful place.
Yeah, I agree. Well worth the walk around. Okay, we'll head back towards the city. Maybe check some other stuff out. This looks like it might give us a nice view. Maybe over the river in the city. You can kind of walk along the wall here. So we haven't been down this road before. You see people coming with little wheelie bins, little carts, and usually that's indicative of a market, but it may not be the case, but we'll just check it out here. Sweet. We found the market once again. Is this one of your favorite places to come when you visit a place?
Definitely one of my favorite places. Let's go in.
All right, we got the market here in Niš. Check this out. Come see what they got here in the market. Got clothing, flowers. Oh wow, this place is huge. It's a little dark, but we'll see what we can get. Wow, we got all sorts of eggs here. Farms, eggs, flowers. Look at the beautiful flowers. And this is interesting. This is candles for Orthodox Church, you see. You have different sizes of candles, different diameters. That's the first I've seen that. So you've got all your candles for church. Here's all your eggs.
The eggs are priced by the each.
Sarah says the eggs are priced by the each, and they range 22 dinar, 18, 16, 12, 11. Depends on size.
This is Egg Alley.
That's right, all your eggs in one area. And you get your fruits, apples, pears. Beautiful. Then you got your obligatory lots of peppers. Look at these peppers. These look amazing. Just absolutely beautiful what they have here. Well, now I've lost Sarah. Oh, she's buying something. So we're looking for a drain plug. One that you can put on any sink, because everywhere we go, there seems to be nobody has a drain plug. So we thought we brought one from home, but we can't find the damn thing. And this is about the 10th Airbnb with no drain plugs, so it would really help if you need to wash your clothes in a sink. No drain plug there. What else have we got here? Man, look at these peppers. Whoa. So here I have seen broccoli. I've seen cauliflower. Amazing. Look at these tiny little garlic. Cauliflower, turnips. This is a really, really good market.
It's exceptional. There's so much variety here.
Broccoli, not something that's easy to find in Balkans. If we were staying here, we'd be buying a bunch of that. We need some greens. We're probably going to get scurvy. And on the outside, you've got kind of your textiles and stuff, you know. Fresh olive oil, potatoes. Here's some interesting looking peppers. It's a pretty condensed market. Everything's pretty tight here. Not a lot of space. Some clothes. Some people just selling shoes, shit like this, you know. Pretty interesting stuff. People looking at you like you're weird because you got a camera. Probably some of them dobro. Probably people never seen anybody walking around vlogging, right? Oh, here you got a guy here selling watches. Fixing watches, changing batteries. Pots and pans. Here's your sandals. You'll find everything at markets. Cigarettes, tobacco. Here's your tights. Homeware, shaving cream. Yeah. Pans. Chewing tobacco. Toothpaste. Oh yeah, this is like cigarette alley here. And then you got, oh, here's a butcher. You got a meat butcher in here. Meat butcher. Oh, your fresh meat, your butcher. Doviđenja. This is our favorite stuff. When we stay in a place long term, we buy stuff at the markets. We buy our groceries. We're not here long enough to do that. There's just everything here. There's deodorant. I can't even reach it. I need a new deodorant stick. Probably cost a quarter of what it does at the store. But I can't reach it. It's too far up the thing. Oh, here's all your spices, right? You got all your chilies, all your chili spices. Check this out. All your kind of ground chilies. You got your garlic, you get your crushed nuts, different kind of beans, right? You've got beans to make fasule, to make your stuff like this. As well as rice, Yeah, everything. All your crushed nuts, apricots, sunflower seeds, this kind of stuff, pine nuts, almonds. This is Nut Alley, which is appropriate because we're in it. A couple of nuts, right?
Totally.
We are nuts. These people, they look at us like we're freaking crazy walking around with a camera. You just got to get over that if you want to do YouTube, right? Here's all more nuts and seeds. Check it out. You know, you do encounter some pissed off people when you're filming, but you just go with it. You just pretend you don't even understand what they're saying, right? All your beautiful, look at your beans and stuff like this. It's just wonderful. All in bulk, all very reasonable price. It's going to be cheaper than going to the store. People just come down, pick up their stuff. Here you got, I don't know what this is. Oh, this is like, is that like some kind of, that's phyllo pastry, yeah. Guy's selling some garlic, that's all he's doing. He's got his own little stand, he's got about 5 things he's selling and he just stays there and you know, that's his thing, right? You can get your plants. Those are for sarma, yeah? Those are leaves for making sarma, cabbage. For yaprak. What is yaprak made of?
It's vine leaves around rice and meat, like a cabbage roll. Sarma is the cabbage roll version.
Yeah, you got sarma and yaprak. So that market is pretty good, actually. We'll just have a poke down the street here, see what else we find. Here's your pet store. You can get birds. It's all birds here. And you can get your bird feed. And next door you have a grill selling pljeskavica, kobasica, chicken steak, this kind of stuff, right? The pljeskavica, they have gourmet burger. It's stuffed with cheese. It's absolutely outstanding. You're only going to find it in this kind of quality in Serbia. Yeah, there's also some dried grilled fish, dried fish, fried fish. The pljeskavica looks amazing. Okay, so we're going to get some pljeskavica here.
Small pljeskavica.
Dobar dan. But 2 pljeskavica, one, this one, one gurmanski.
Jedna gurmanska, jedna srednja.
Yes, dobro.
Od salatu, šta ćemo od priloga za srednju pljeskavicu?
I speak English, so not sure. Which?
Salad?
Yes.
Salad for you?
Yes.
What?
The onions?
Onions?
Yeah. You have, what is the sauce there?
Chili sauce.
Chili sauce? And what is that?
Milk, yogurt.
Okay, a little bit of that. And that is good for me.
Okay.
Okay.
For me, onion, chili sauce. This is peppers,
Yes.
please. Cucumber. Cucumber, yeah. And is this one kaimak?
Tzatziki.
Tzatziki? Just a little tzatziki.
Okay.
Beautiful.
For you? Hvala i srpski, to svako zna, da? Hvala i živjeli na srpski, svako zna.
Dobro, dobro, hvala. Okay, so a couple of pljeskavica for lunch. We'll just take them back and sit on a park bench and have them. Okay, so the 2 pljeskavica, 590 dinar. Sarah's got a smaller one. I've got a larger one that has cheese that's inside the burger patty. So just gonna have a little sit down, give this a bite. This should be really good. So you get this absolutely massive burger. It's freaking huge. Nice fresh bread. You pick the toppings you want. Give it a try. Oh wow. smoky, grilled flavor. The meat tastes amazing, a little bit of fat. And you got your toppings in there, some cucumber, some sauce. Just incredible with that cheese baked inside. You'll find this street type food all over the Balkans, but in Serbia, the pljeskavica is the best. And here you're more likely to find things like chili sauce and hot spices, which is a nice change. This is different, but it is, I think, better than any kind of Western style burger. Certainly in terms of value for what you get for your money. And baking the cheese inside, grilling it inside the patty, it's really good. It's a white cheese, it's really soft. Absolutely amazing. That chili sauce and the peppers are hot. Like really hot. You know, that smokiness, the grill, you know, it's done over coals. It's incredible. So we certainly don't know Serbian very well, but we do know how to read enough Cyrillic to know that that is a university building of some sort. You sort of get used to what the letters should relate to in English letters, and when you look at words, if you kind of think about it, you'll be able to kind of piece together what it actually is. So this is some kind of university building. Sarah's still working on her pljeskavica. How's that going?
It's good, but I'm not going to be able to finish.
That's the small pljeskavica. She can't even eat it all. I couldn't even finish all of mine. So we're going to go for a bit of a walk. We'll see you in a bit. All right, so we're back. We've had a bit of a sit down, had a little bit of a session, chin wagon, sitting on a patio. Great local place. Now we're just heading out. We're gonna head towards the pedestrian promenade. Maybe check out there, see what's going on. It's a beautiful afternoon here in Niš, Serbia. What a great place. So they have a pretty good bus system here. You got your Niš Express. A lot of people ride the bus here. And the traffic's pretty bad in this city, actually. Here's your bus stop. Pretty economical way to get around the city. Pretty well organized. We've never bought a ticket. We came on the bus from Skopje, Macedonia. It's about 4 hours, relatively low cost, and yeah, easy, cross the border, no questions asked, good to go. Welcome to Serbia. Serbia loves tourists coming here. They treat you so well. So here you're gonna see the same that they have in Belgrade. They have these underground walkways, and these underground walkways will take you across the city. So you go down in the tunnel, and then you can cross the road to the other side, and you actually don't have to cross to the main part of the street. It's pretty ingenious. You know, and you've got all your kind of Western, some of these brands, fast fashion, you know, clothing. There's an absolutely massive building here of H&M. So you can see, they've all come here. Oh.
Do you want to walk down this nice tree-lined street here?
Why not? Let's do it. Yes, this is quite treed. We're kind of heading over to the pedestrian zone, but I'm gonna go check this out. Just beautiful old trees everywhere. Little shops. All right, so we got the police station here. Look at these old streets. This is just beautiful. Look at these beautiful trees here. What an absolutely lovely neighborhood this would be. And safe. Yeah, huge police station. You don't actually see a lot of police out on the streets at all. I think there's a lot of crime here. Ah, here. Buonasera. Maybe later. Some lovely patios up there with their flowers. That's awesome. All right, so here we are. This is the sort of the main pedestrian promenade in downtown Niš. Kind of got a bit of a feel, kind of a mini Belgrade in many respects. You got your cafes, all your shops. There's lots of people out. What's really amazing about this place is, you know, despite only having 250,000 residents that live here, you know, like on an evening at night, it's absolutely packed with people. And, you know, this is something you find throughout the Balkans. Absolutely amazing. The social culture, the being outdoors, being with friends, being with family, not sitting at home watching the TV, but out and doing things. And here you have Forum Shopping Center, just an absolutely massive shopping center right in downtown Niš. You can all see Waikiki. This is kind of like the Old Navy of the Balkans. Exactly what it is, but this mall is massive. You know, it's typical in the Balkans, people to sit around and socialize. It's quite funny from a Western standpoint to see people sit at a cafe, order a tiny little coffee, they get a water with it, and they will sit sometimes for hours, and that's all they're consuming. And you just wonder, like, how does anybody make any money when somebody's spending just this tiny amount of money occupying a table for hours on end? But you know, there's just so many cafes. This is the culture. This is what happens, and you know, it just works. And it's really neat. It's really nice. And sadly, as you see throughout the Balkans as well, lots of gambling joints. You got all your casinos. So you just got the same shit, you know, taking the money from the people that can't afford it, right? But it's 4 o'clock. It's a Thursday. Street's packed. You know, you can just see it. So why don't we take a minute here and introduce you to one of our friends. This is Diane.
Hi.
So Diane, married to Phil. Phil's in front. Phil?
Hi there, how you going?
A couple of Aussies. We met them in Saranda, Albania, during the month of March and April. And it's been half a year since we've seen them. And this is one of the beautiful things about traveling the world full time, is you make some connections, you can keep in touch. We use WhatsApp to keep in touch. And as you move to different places throughout the world, you know, you can kind of adjust your travels to cross paths again and hang out, you know. And so we managed to meet here. We got 4 days here together in Niš, Serbia. Then we're going on from here to Sofia, Bulgaria. And then they're heading off to another part of the world. And you know, we'll probably meet up with them again. So, you know, again, part of traveling the world full time that can be kind of tough is it can get sometimes socially isolating, a little bit lonely when you don't have some friends with you. And this is one of the beautiful things, is that, you know, we've been managing to connect with people along the way and spend some time together, catch up on travel stories, share some laughs, talk about the old times, and plan for the future. And you know, I tell you what, this is the best part of traveling the world. It doesn't get any better than this. All right, we'll give you a little bit of a night view here on the promenade in Niš. So we've just had a massive pizza for all 4 of us, $22 Canadian. Awesome. Great value. Hung out there for a couple hours, just people watching. Pretty good fun. So it's just gone 7:30. Place is just packed. It's awesome. Got all your shops open late. Weekdays, retail stays open late. Got your shoe shop. Western branded shoes here are expensive. They're more expensive than at home. And then if you go to the market, you can get the phony baloney ones for a discount. So regretfully, day number 2 has been a washout for us. Not really good for filming YouTube. It's been pouring rain, it's just finally stopped. We were planning on going to the Holocaust Museum, but it was just, you know, we'd be soaked walking there, even with umbrellas. It's just windy and wet, so we're just gonna change some money here, and then we're gonna get some Chinese food. And Serbia's got all sorts of options for food, right? And one of the things is it has a lot of cuisine from all around the world, so we're going to take advantage and get some Chinese food because we don't get that very often. So all around the city is currency exchange places. It's kind of interesting, actually. One of the challenges when you're traveling and in this part, moving quickly between some countries that have their own currencies, is, you know, not purchasing too much currency and being stuck with it, because it's pretty much useless in other countries. So we try to plan it down to the last, you know, dollar or so. When we left Skopje, Macedonia, we left with about 30 cents worth of currency. So yeah, get some cash here. And right here, there's 3 currency exchange places within, you know, 50 feet of each other. The rates are pretty good compared to kind of what you'd get on Google, so we don't mind that. So they have a very extensive menu here of very traditional Chinese food. It looks really good, actually. So we're going to order up some chicken fried rice noodles and some spring rolls and some dumplings. It's a nice location. It's up on the 2nd floor. You can see the promenade. It's actually really nicely decorated. It's a beautiful restaurant. Hopefully the food's good. But yeah, it's a shame when you have plans for filming YouTube and then the weather doesn't cooperate and it just makes it miserable. The footage doesn't look good, so what can you do? We'll have some food here. We're gonna meet our friends a little later, and then tomorrow we're off to the next country. And chopsticks. All right, so we got some foods showing up here. We've got our chicken fried rice noodles. Actually looks really good.
Tastes good.
Okay, so the food looks really good. Give it a try here. That's really good. Nice chicken flavor. Noodles are nice. Done properly. So in 7 months of, almost 8 months of traveling, we've had Chinese food twice, both times in Serbia. It's like the only place we can find it. So when we find it, we get it. You got lots of chicken in there, onion, carrot. It's real nice. Not too salty. There's not too much soy in it. Sometimes when you get Asian food, it's really, really, really salty. Maybe they don't get MSG here, I don't know. It's good. What's cool is it actually feels like a Chinese restaurant. You know, the tables, the setting, the ambience. It doesn't feel like a Serbian restaurant that just serves Chinese food. It feels like an authentic Chinese restaurant with decent chopsticks too. So what's it like to travel around and not have access to Chinese food, Sarah?
Well, coming from Vancouver, where we have access to just about any ethnic cuisine, you do miss it. So when we run into the opportunity, it's nice to take it.
Couldn't agree more. We got a lot of flack in our Belgrade video about eating Chinese food. People just didn't understand, they didn't watch the video, and they didn't really care to listen about what we were talking about. We've had a lot of authentic food from all throughout the Balkans, but when you don't have access to international cuisine and you find it in a city, you take advantage of it. And Belgrade, Niš, these all offer that. That really hits the spot, especially after the pljeskavica the other day. Nice to have a change. All right, so the second dish has shown up. We ordered a side of spring rolls, and they'll actually look pretty good. Wonder how spicy that sauce will be. We'll have to give it a go. So it looks like it comes with a sweet chili sauce. Ooh, those are hot.
Hot but good.
Yeah, hot but good is sure right. And then we've got our fresh handmade dumplings have just shown up. It looks incredible. The last dumplings we've had were Russian pelmeni, and Sarah really likes dumplings, so that's what we've ordered. And they look really, really good.
Also super hot. You can see the steam coming off of it. Good flavor on those. Really good.
So these are pork dumplings. Really nice dough. Pork is seasoned nicely. The dip goes well. These are a good one. The spring rolls have a really, really nice crunch to them. All the ingredients inside taste great. Tastes like any other Chinese restaurant I've been to. Really good. Right now we're the only people in here, but at nighttime you can see through the windows from the promenade. This place is packed. And I can see why. It offers a really authentic experience. It's different than the local cuisine. And I could see people wanting that. Go in for another dumpling. That was good. Good choice, this restaurant. So this is restaurant Wanzhou. It is directly across from the main square on the promenade. It's one of the first buildings there. You'll see signs for it, and we'd really recommend it. This has been pretty good. We'll put some costs about the food down in the bottom here. This is a very affordable meal. So again, guys, we're kind of sorry that day 2 of the video didn't turn out, to be able to do the kind of things that we wanted to do, but we hope that you got from earlier in the video a really good kind of view of what's going on in Niš, as far as from our perspective of just being full-time travelers and hanging out, doing ordinary life things, So stick with us. We got more videos coming up. We're moving to another country tomorrow. We'll see you in the next one. Do widzenia.
Do widzenia.